I'd say that was a good opening. Welcome back, everybody, to the Weekend Review here on Stone Cold Loki. It's me, Loki.
I still say that guy on the side of the taco truck looks like a young Kurt Russell.
Holy crap. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Holy crap. Welcome back. It's good to be here. Got a video out yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it, it is the People vs. the Mario. Because everybody's losing their shit about Nintendo. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, Valhalla. Good morning, Arwen. How are you?
Busting at the seams. Say good morning. Good morning, y'all. Yay! I love
good
that
morning.
Intro after rocking my chair.
Good morning, Dave. Bob, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. After my doctor's appointment last week, I'm proud to say my aorta or my abdominal aorta is fine.
Yay!
It's good. It's good. And yes, I waxed it. I'm sure I did at some point. Holy hell. No, I'm using that new what is it, Skull Daddy or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is it like keep the skin all?
I can just see Eris with that hand rag buffing his head.
Shout out to my sweetheart if she's listening. What is up, Zero? Welcome back. Holy crap, 2 weeks in a row. You're gonna get stuck here and nobody's ever gonna let you go.
Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. For the record, I did not ask to come back. I was asked to come back. So
what is that? What is all that? Are you like having a fit?
I was having a fit during the intro because shit was breaking and oops, I said a no word.
I like to blame the lady down below.
Anyway,
you having a fit?
So, yes, I was. So, anyway, so yeah, here on a Friday. Wow. So for those of you that were sick of me after all those Monday mornings we did, my apologies. We'll see how it goes. I do. She's laughing because this was all their idea. I cannot guarantee I will be here every Friday. Ooh, I think I just heard a big round of applause from people in the back because I don't know what my Fridays are going to be like every week. But I am glad to be here amongst you all, just to have a kick-ass time and hang out again. I was enjoying retirement, but here we are. They pulled me back in. It's great to see everybody. Thank you.
God dang it, my keyboard died. I can't even type a response in the chat.
Aww. Your keyboard died.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Well, the batteries.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang.
I panic when that happens. I hate it when my keyboard batteries go. Awful.
Arwen gets upset when her batteries go in anything. Damn it! I was that close. That
close. We made it 8 minutes and 40 seconds without an innuendo, and now it's all gone.
And it's Daryl, because I'm thinking, what, my remote? The fuck, Luke?
Yeah.
All right, carry on.
I didn't know. I didn't know those things had remotes.
Oh, they do. They definitely do, especially if you got like the. Yeah,
they got because the one puts it in the cookie hoot, and then
the cookie jar. It's the cookie jar. It has to go in the cookie jar.
Well, because for those kinky couples that like to play things a little risque, one puts it in the baby hatch, and then the other one holds the remote, and then they do crazy things like walking through the grocery store, and then the husband just goes tee, and she's like, ooh, grabbing the bananas and shit.
All right, I don't want to hear nobody bitching about how on Back to we talk about duct tape, and on Sugar and Spice we talk about butt plugs, because here we are, early Friday morning, just saying.
I thought we were talking about a cookie jar. Anyway, Daryl the Derelict has sent 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Thank you, Daryl. Aberjam UK was gifted a membership by Daryl the Derelict. Rob Altus was gifted a membership. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. What's up, dude? He was gifted a whole pizza just because he's the pizza guy. Max Headroom GPT was gifted a membership. And Lisa was gifted a membership by Daryl the Derelict. Thank you so very much, Daryl. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this one, where is it? Is just for you, brother.
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. Sending out the Rohirrim to welcome everybody. I can't. Oh, there it is. There you go.
Oh,
Big's like, you better be here every Friday.
It's the weirdest thing because like everybody when and I won't dwell on this too long. Like everybody was like, "Oh, streams are over," and I was like, okay, we'll respect the decision. And then I was kind of enjoying retirement, just doing, kicking back, doing whatever. I mean, yeah, I missed hanging out with everybody here, but I got used to it. And then, yeah,
there is a bonus. There is a bonus, and that is you've been added to an elite collection of art.
Look how huge. Yeah, I'm sorry, man, Squatch. I didn't even have time to check the memes this morning. So, yeah, he's really going to push that artwork to the limits. Look how friggin' huge he is.
Man, Swatch kicking ass and taking names as usual. You've got this giant ass alien.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
didn't know you were a queen.
I was, and I'm not even wearing the crap. Well, Dave Bob, I was actually going to say I'm actually talking about the giant cock sitting on the hood of the tractor there.
Well, I am a big giant cock.
He's yeah. Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, we've seen him bigger though. We've seen him bigger.
Holy shit.
I'd like lean in to get in that one. I'm like,
what? I mean, like, what? It's cool. But I'm thinking, man, what team is that? At first, I thought we were at a Boston Celtics game, but that looks like a Hawks crowd.
Oh, I love her tats. I love.
Arwen,
Arwen, I had no idea you had tats like that.
we're the LV426 Xenomorphs.
Yeah,
The Xenomorph hockey team from LV426.
Dave Bob on the right there looks a little surprised about something. I wonder if the fight just broke out.
Definitely. All the tattoos.
He's got the best view of them too.
Now I've got all the tattoos.
Oh my god. On the dance floor, y'all.
Wow.
Saturday Night Fever.
So Arwen looks like she's either pissed or she's doing the time warp. It's just this jump to the left.
I'm time warping. 1000%.
Dave Bob standing there with his perfect rooster posture, just like, let me show you how to waltz. I don't know. And Loki's got his Street Fighter pose shit going on.
Round one.
It's somehow Zero looks the most normal of all of us in this picture. In this particular location.
Is that okay? I do want to point this out, but if you look behind Dave Bob's tail to the far right, is that a bearded lady?
I'm pretty sure that's Culture Casino.
Was just looking at that going, I spy something.
Is that Culture?
It can't be because I see
Casino.
I see a breast.
No. It could be. The glasses, the beard, the pigtails.
Wow.
June Wong with a $2 super chat. Thank you, June. He says, holy shit, that's a giant rooster.
Is this what I get to look forward to every Friday?
Yep.
Yes.
We live for these memes.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
whoa.
Look at my dad
Whoa.
bod, or my granddad bod.
The world's greatest beer belly with the world's smallest bass guitar there.
Oh my god.
Arwen, what an extraordinarily large beard you have.
It's lush, Loki. It's lush. I use Dollar Shave Club.
Wow.
I like to oil my beard. Keep it lustrous.
Loki looks like he's just saying, "What the hell?"
Is that supposed to be me there on the left?
I
It
guess.
looks like a park ranger just kind of gathering the herd there.
Y'all, no. Loki and I are merged into one. The beanie. The black
Yeah, the beanie. The beanie, yeah.
We're
Yeah,
merged
it's-
into one.
It's-
Again.
It's Valhalla's version of Tuvix. That's what happened there.
ZBR with two Sterling super chat says she's mad because that kick
That Coco.
ain't big enough. That Coco ain't big enough.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, ZBR brother.
Wow. Moves.
Yeah.
He's rocking the dick do there. It's when your gut hangs out further than your dick.
The dicky dude.
Man hands. Man hands.
Chester, shut up.
They're so big, so very big. They're not tiny hands. They're big hands.
Big hands.
Big ass man hand.
He's got man hands. You add one Xeno to the AI program and all hell breaks loose.
When you hear Arwen, if Arwen's like, damn, he's got tiny hands. Tiny hands.
Yeah.
Boot, scoot, and boogie.
Get down, turn around, simmer down.
Damn, Arwen.
Look
my
like a
God.
zombie.
God. Am I
Yes,
dead? Am I dead? I look dead.
You look like
I
a
don't know.
vampire.
I do.
You know what? I'm kind of into that.
Oh my God, that's some shit I didn't need to know. Next.
Oh,
Oh my God. My arch nemesis.
Man, Loki, you kind of filled out a little bit.
I filled out just a little bit. I gained some
Looks
weight.
like Arwen hadn't eaten in about a year.
I was gonna say it looks like she's starved and
Shell
she's
shock.
she's coming off of a little booger sugar problem there.
yeah, I got
She just get-
Stockholm syndrome or something.
Wow.
What did you do?
Oh my God.
Yodom, what's up, brother? What's up, Claude? Good morning, everybody.
I don't
Holy
know
crap.
where the predator type thing came from, but I actually really like that jacket he's wearing. Oh my God. Why? What? Who? huh?
Harley Quinn.
Why am I holding a blade down
I
there
think you stole it. I think you stole it from Arwen.
in such a pose? She's
They
rocking
Bob's
the
angry.
she's rocking the tattoos. Yeah.
Angry.
So much to unpack, y'all. So much.
Dave, he looks like I get to call the coin toss and I got it wrong. Damn it.
I'm just kind of like standing there, like, what the hell did I do?
Look, you
Oh,
look
no,
like
dude.
our handler. You're like our handler.
He's looking up at he's waiting for the kiss me cam or something.
You
to
know,
come
when they
on.
say the camera adds 10 pounds, AI adds about 30.
Ooh, ain't that right?
Wow.
That right. These are fantastic. Oh my God.
They are fantastic. Oh my God.
He has eyes.
Oh my goodness. Loki, I thought you were trying to get off the sugar donut diet,
Oh.
man. What are you doing? Come on.
I did get off the sugar donut diet. That's why I look like
I'm talking about your
I've lost
mysterious
20
avatar.
pounds.
He means your alter ego in the
I'm close.
low sugar tea
Mm. I don't know if my tea has any, but yeah.
with lemon.
Oh,
Mm.
So
good
okay,
point.
so I didn't even like realize this until before we get to talking about Val. I didn't even realize this. So I drink Gold Peak tea. Anybody else here drink Gold Peak tea? Anybody? Gold Peak tea. Okay, well, for a 12-ounce cup of Gold Peak tea, that is 41 grams of sugar.
Damn,
Wow.
for a 12-ounce cup.
that's a lot of sugar.
That's a lot of sugar. Okay.
Lord.
If you get the low sweet, it's 10 grams.
That's low.
That's low. That's low. So when you just add a little lemon to it and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, I can get away with that.
Good to go.
So
I just
I can't do the NutraSweet shit. It makes me want to hurl. So
I can't do NutraSweet, but I could do Splenda. Splenda is the only artificial sweetener I can do. And I've been read for filth for using it, but it is what it is. I've cut back, but it is what it is.
I don't do sugar, but I do like the carbs. I like the bread. I like
getting
I
sugar.
like all of that good stuff.
All of that. All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
I miss bread.
That is exactly what my doctor was like. Yeah, no, you're not doing
I miss all that
rice. You can't have Rice Krispies. I'm like, I don't put any sugar on it. It's not the cocoa Rice Krispies. It has starch, no starch. You big fat boy, you're going to die. Your blood sugar like rock
You
and
should
roll.
be dead.
You should be dead.
I miss all that stuff. You know, I caught a glimpse of myself during the very last Monday stream we did. I'm thinking, holy shit, I got to get back on the friggin' program here. So I did. That's what I've been doing with my time off, and now here I am sitting my ass in a chair again. All right.
Okay, we got Val Kilmer movies. As a lot of you already know, Val Kilmer passed away this week. Absolute legend. I got to meet him for all of like 10 minutes in Branson.
Oh, wow.
It was not like a convention or anything like that. He was just out and I heard this voice and I turned around and I was like, I know him, but I can't play. And I mean, he looked bad. He was in the middle
How
of
long
going
ago
through-
was
This
how long ago was
was
this?
probably almost 10 years ago.
It
So
was
this
before
would
they
have been
had
like-
Really?
throat cancer.
yeah.
Wow.
And he looked bad. I mean, he looked bad. I didn't even recognize him. He had gained a lot of weight. He was very puffy.
Mhm.
But I was like, I know him and I know that voice. He was very soft spoken. He was very, very soft spoken. But I knew that voice. He wasn't loud. He wasn't boisterous. He drew no attention to himself at all. It's not like he walked in like he owned the damn place or anything like that. He was just really, really quiet and cool. And
Just
I
like
was
maybe like a
very-
normal dude. Just
yeah, like a normal dude. Like you would never know. And I kept looking at him.
Wow.
And he just was like, you know, I was like, I know you. I know you. And I sat there and talked to him for like 10 minutes. And he apparently like loved a vacation in Branson. He loved to go to Branson, which you never know any of that shit. If anybody doesn't know what Branson is like Vegas for Christians.
Mhm.
It's like they've got, and there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't any gambling or anything like that, but you've got shows. So you've got like the Elvis impersonator, and you've got like come by and see the Blues
yeah.
Brothers, come by and see Michael Jackson
Oh,
perform,
Fun.
all that kind of shit.
Fun. That
So-
part of Vegas, that side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the entertainment.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
So, and it's very laid back and chill, and it's a really cool little place. If you ever get a chance to go to Branson, Missouri, go to Branson and go to, it's like Gatlinburg. Go, make sure you go to Silver Dollar
Nice.
City and make sure you catch a couple of the shows because those are really cool.
Yeah.
Max Headroom, GPT with a $5 super chat says, Loki, my entire week has been a shit sandwich. Losing Val is a tragedy. What a talented guy, especially is Jim Morrison. Let's celebrate life. Damn straight. Absolutely damn straight. So I've got this this commemorative picture that's like right there. It's right under Tombstone. So I've got the original Tombstone theatrical poster. And then right underneath that, I've got a picture of him as Doc Holliday. And it's when he's got his two guns out.
I'm
He
your
says-
Huckleberry.
Well, it's when he says the line, I've got 2 guns, one for each of you. And it's signed that. So he signed it that it's a big framed picture, portrait, whatever. And
Yeah.
he wrote, I've got 2 guns, one for each of you on it, and signed. I got that because my dad loved him, and he loved him in that part. He said that was the best part he ever did.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I think he had a more interesting part in The Saint, but I would say that he never went like 100% full in. That with Doc Holliday, he went like 110% in, and I think he did the same thing with Iceman in the original
Yes.
Top Gun, and that's why those 2 roles are remembered so well.
Yeah.
They're
Mhm.
standouts because
And he did
became-
comedy pretty well too.
He did.
Real,
Oh, yeah.
Real Genius was a a favorite of mine back in the day.
Yeah, that was good. I would put that up there with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang too, because him and Downey Jr. were just great together.
Let me Max Hedrom, thank you so very much. Thank you, ZBR. Thank you, June Wong. And ZBR just threw out another one that says, let's raise a glass in honor. Rest in peace, legend. Let's give Val a skull to remember us all by.
Yes.
Thank you so very much, sir. How about the best? How about a skull and a tuck and roll? I didn't see Real Genius until later. I didn't see Top Secret until later.
Mhm.
It was Top Gun. Top Gun was the first thing I remember seeing him in. And of course, Top Gun, because I grew up in a Navy family. I grew up in a military family, growing up around all that. Every guy had a
Understandable.
mustache. Every single guy. Okay, so if you want to know what the Navy looked like back in the 80s, just look at Goose and Top Gun, and
Yeah.
everyone looked like
With-
that.
yeah.
Everybody had that mustache.
Yeah.
That exact same mustache.
That was
The
great.
only ones that didn't were rookies that hadn't earned their stripes yet.
they hadn't earned that one stripe. You know, I remember because I was thinking about this when I found out about Val when it happened, and I think one of the first movies I saw him in was Batman Forever, which, you know, for better for worse, is not the greatest. But I started thinking, like, you know, it's not like he was a bad Batman. He was a good Batman, and he was a
Yeah.
good Bruce Wayne too. And I
I'll
thought a
get
lot of that.
drive-through.
I'll get drive through. I thought it had a lot to do with, because like when you look at the dichotomy between the 2 Tim Burton movies and the 2 Joel
He did the
Schumacher
best.
movies,
Yeah.
you know, it was interesting because they gave Tim Burton the original Batman and thought, all right, let's see what you can do. And then Batman Returns, Warner Brothers was like, all right, have at it, go do what you want to do. And then we got all that dark and creepy stuff. And then with Joel Schumacher, we got Val Kilmer, and you know, you could kind of see where he was going with it. So they're just kind of thinking, all right, Joel, show us what you can do. And then, of course, with Batman and Robin, they said, do whatever you want to do. And
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
saw what happened there. But I think when it comes down to the Batman and Bruce Wayne that Val Kilmer played, he did very well. He was a nice, good looking guy. The suit fit him very well. It was really well done. It was, you know, I thought he was maybe even a little bit underrated as Batman.
Yeah, I think so too. And Batman's that kind of role. I mean, how many actors have played him now? So it's
too
kind of
many to
like,
count.
you know, the role is iconic, and then everyone who does it, it's like they each kind of bring something to the table. And who knows, if he had been cast first, he might have stayed Batman. You know, we don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Well, the one with
I
George
agree.
Clooney proved that star power does not carry a movie when you have a
Right.
script.
Agreed.
Nice to see you. I'm glad you mentioned that too, because Schwarzenegger obviously got top billing in that movie. Like Mr. Freeze is above
Well,
Batman.
Schwarzenegger was the best part of that movie.
Oh, he was. He was.
It's going to be a cold night in Gotham.
I just love that part where they're all in the freezer with the choir and he's tapping his snow polar bear.
I'm
friggin'
Mr.
flippers.
White Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm Mr.
my
Snow. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
My stogie. I have to have my stogie in the movie.
So,
Best
but
scene.
so I think in chronologically wise, Batman Forever was probably the first Val Kilmer movie I saw. It was either that or Top Gun, I'm not sure. And then obviously, you see like Doc Holliday and The Saint and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and God, there's just so many.
Let's not
Yeah, see,
forget-
I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's
My-
watchable. It's not obviously something that's like, oh, that's one of the best ever. So
Hey, but it does
Val
have one of the
Kilmer was
best
great.
parts in modern day Batman history when Robin is like, "Holy rusted metal, Batman," and he's like, "Huh? The ground, it's full of holes, it's
Metal.
holy," and he's like, like, don't make jokes. I'm Batman.
It's a car, right? Chicks dig the car.
Chicks dig the car.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, Master Wayne? I'll get drive-through.
Oh, dude, Kidman just coming off her divorce with Cruz? Because she was like, "Yeah, baby," and you're like,
'cause
"Damn."
When was their divorce? Because she's
She's like
yet to
molded
do-
rubber.
Well, it was right after Eyes Wide Shut.
I was gonna say because she
They
still
were
yet
in the
to
middle.
do
Yeah, they
Wide
were in the
Shut.
middle of it. If that was right in the middle of that, then they were in the middle of getting a divorce.
Yeah.
It's funny how Nicole Kidman marries Tom Cruise, who goes on to be Maverick, who works with Iceman, and they're kind of competing. And then Nicole Kidman goes off and moves to Gotham City, and then wants to bang Iceman in a Batman suit.
Yeah. Yes, ZBR. Yes, Kidman was a little hottie.
Agreed.
Favorite moment. I mean, I will immediately go with Tombstone. Doc Holliday, all of it, every scene, everything. And I loved years later when he would talk about the movie and he'd go, Kurt had these like dynamic scenes that he gave up because he was basically directing the movie. So it kind of kicked him into an extra gear. It kicked Bao into this extra gear where he's like, I'm gonna go all out because this has to be. Look how hard Kurt's working. He's busting his ass. He's doing his stuff, and he's kind of directing the movie. For anybody who doesn't know, the guy who directed Tombstone hadn't done shit, and he didn't really direct Tombstone because it was like Kurt doing all the work behind the scenes and doing his stuff. And he said he sacrificed these dynamic scenes and things he was supposed to do in the movie so he could help out behind the camera. And I mean, it just shows you what a good guy Val was and how much he noticed people working their asses off and busting their ass and doing what they needed to do, which a lot of that you don't get
Right.
today.
And can we please pay homage to the original Willow?
Yes.
The
Yes.
original
Mad Mardigan.
Willow.
Mad
Ugh.
Mardigan. The only Mad Mardigan.
Yes. The only one. And y'all, his voice work in Prince of Egypt. I love that film. I will always love that film.
I haven't
Played
seen that in
Moses,
years.
and he did such a good job. It was a great cast. He lent his talent to that. I mean, movie Deja Vu, criminally underrated movie Deja Vu with him and oh my God, I think it was Denzel Washington
Yep.
was in that. Such a great thriller, sci-fi thriller. When I looked up his filmography today, it was like Kevin Bacon. It's like it kept going and kept going. And
He's
kept
just
going.
in it. Yeah.
It's like,
just
oh my
in
God,
everything.
he's in everything.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, well, that's the thing too, because you wouldn't really know it with someone you know, the kind of person that Val Kilmer was, because he always had a lot of that humility. He
Yeah.
wasn't, you know, he wasn't one who's dying to get to the forefront of everything. He's just like, yeah, I'll do this job. It looks good. I'll do my best. He's one of those career actors who just enjoyed putting the work in, you know?
Yeah.
He
He's
had
what
a very
we call-
wide range of talent. I mean,
Mhm.
he could play any part.
Yeah.
he's what we call a working actor. He goes
Mhm.
in, he does his shit, he goes home. He was a much bigger star than he would lead you to believe from what I,
Mhm.
just interviews and different things that I've seen of him in the past. He just seemed like a pretty unassuming guy.
Mhm.
This scary looking skull face son of a bitch, which was the first time I ever saw like a skull worn as a helmet. Absolutely wanted one of these after I saw this as a kid. This is the first time I'd ever seen anything like this, and I was like, that is so cool.
Hell yeah.
This guy gets taken out by this guy,
Eh,
who is
Yes.
just like the first time we see him, didn't he just like bang some dude's wife or something?
yeah,
this
yeah.
movie?
He was in the town and they were getting hubba and the big husband, honey, I'm home, comes in and he's like, oh shit.
And he has to dress up as a chick to get out of that, right?
My God.
Yes, he's got the little scarf over his ooh. And the guy's like, ooh,
Mm.
those eyes, come here, honey.
And he's like, mm-mm, mm-mm,
"Ding, but no, thank you.
mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Whew.
Peck.
Peck, 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 peck.
Peck, 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 peck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
don't
Oh
know.
shit.
Man, oh man.
Favorite part in a movie?
I think this is going to sound totally ridiculous, but with me, what do you expect? It was that one slow motion shot when he's spinning the volleyball on his finger during the beach volleyball scene in Top Gun, because he was just doing it so nonchalantly, and it's just like, damn, he looks good spinning that ball, man. It was just good. It's just one of those standout moments that just for one reason or the other just sticks in your memory. I don't know. I thought it was great.
He was like the arrogant, I can do everything perfect pilot. And you gotta understand these guys. Okay, when you talk about these fighter pilot guys growing up around that, these guys were, I am mother effing Superman. I am. They had to,
Yeah.
because they did some crazy shit. And the math required to do some of that crazy shit and to know it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna spin the controller and go that way. No,
Yeah.
you've got to have all that figured out, and you got to know exactly how much things. It's all muscle memory and equations. When you land on a carrier that's moving at sea, that is some crazy shit. That is not just like, oh, I'm just lucky, or I'm just that damn. No, you got to know what you're doing. You
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
communicate. There's
I don't know
all
how
kinds
they
of shit
do it. Yeah.
tied up with that.
Well, I mean,
And
for
it's
real.
all in bulletproof.
Yep. And for real, that's why landing the plane on Top Gun and on NES is so freaking hard. It's like, you want to do this for real? Have at it, kids. Do your best. I'm rooting for you.
A lot of those pilots have aeronautical engineer degrees and all kinds of stuff like that. They know that
Yeah.
shit inside and out.
It's math.
Well, you-
It's all
you-
math and
You would
yeah,
have to. I mean, working on the fly,
math, and more math.
working on the fly like that, no pun intended, but you got to be quick. You know, it's like, say, oh, we got some fluttering over here. Don't, flip that
Yeah.
switch, turn that. You got to be in the know on everything.
All the time.
Dean says one of the few jobs where during the interview process, it is a detriment if you have never gotten a speeding ticket. Yeah. Yeah. And that back in the day, they cut them a nice little break too. Because why? Because they're fighter pilots. They do some crazy shit. And it's just how they are. What's up, Arlena? Holy shit, I didn't see you sneak in there. Arlena's over on the Rumble, says, great underrated actor, no bat nipples, I don't like
Yes,
westerns.
Carlina. Yes, fat nip.
Nailed
Oh.
it.
God.
Nailed it.
She said, I don't like westerns, but Tombstone and 310 to Yuma are great movies. Absolutely. Tombstone, for me, is the greatest western of all time.
Yep.
You can argue that. You can say, oh, well, okay, I like this one. Okay, you can like that one all you want to. Tombstone is the greatest one. Some people argue it's Unforgiven. Unforgiven doesn't have
Love
it, but-
Unforgiven. I love the Outlaw Josie Wales.
Yeah.
Tombstone. That movie topped them both.
Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Good, bad, and the ugly.
Hang 'em High. All those are, man, badass, spaghetti western, Clint Eastwood movies. But Tombstone is the chef's kiss of westerns, and will always be the chef kiss of westerns. I don't think they're ever going to make a better western movie than Tombstone. I really don't. If you could tell me one, I will be more than happy to watch it. Anybody who says Bone Tomahawk, you can kiss my ass. That movie was shit.
Cowboys and aliens.
Does anybody even remember Cowboys and Aliens?
I do.
I kind of
but-
half-ass remember it. The only reason
That's-
I remember anything about it was because it had Harrison Ford in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's stuck on my voodoo. That's stuck on my voodoo thing. Every once in a while,
I,
it's like, what's Cowboys? And you don't want to know.
You don't want to know. I actually think the only reason I saw that is because I had a thing for Olivia Wilde back then. Who knows? That was right after Tron Legacy. So I was like, damn, hook me up
Well,
with some of that.
Lester,
I
that's what
bet you
we're.
used to watch House.
Mm,
Yes.
I've seen, you're not far off. I saw a few, some of which had her in them, but I never saw the whole series from beginning to end.
13. I need to rewatch Tombstone. He stole the movies from Russell, in my opinion. Russell was directing. We were talking about this earlier. Russell was like directing Tombstone without getting the director credit.
Yep.
Something that Val talked about later, that he was like, I have so much respect and love for him because he was passing on these great scenes because he was working behind the camera. He could have had so much more screen time, so much more attention, so much the different dynamic scenes, but instead he was directing because the director that they had never done anything and didn't know what the hell he was doing. So Kurt Russell was basically double dutying as director and uncredited director and his own parts.
It's incredible.
Mm.
Not
but
a lot
you're-
of performers today would do that. They would want
Man.
credit for every. I wrote that word, y'all. That better be up on the credit screen. I wrote that word right there.
I went off script, and this is what
Right.
what I came up with.
Mhm.
What I came up with. Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, and Val was so freaking talented, absolutely talented individual. And when you hear about what he did, and I'm not surprised that he the way he played Doc, because if you listen to the documentary that they did about the Doors, it took him like a year of psychotherapy to get Morrison out of his head. So he like went to a doctor for a year to try and detach. 'Cause he was a method. he
Is
was a
that method
actor.
or what? Yeah.
He was, man. He was a method actor. He got in. He became the character that he was playing. So for him to be just that soaked in, I absolutely love that. That's dedication. That is what an actor. That is what an actor can do. Not, hey, I'm Jason Momoa, and Jason Momoa over here. I'm Jason Momoa over here. And I'm Jason Momoa over in the new Minecraft movie. Same thing with Jason Statham. He's never another character. He's just Jason Statham.
Well-
You could say the same about all kinds of people like that, and I was always a huge rock fan, but you could say the same about Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson is playing Dwayne Johnson.
Name me one movie. Seriously, name me one movie where he has been the title star. Okay, because there are movies that he's been in that have been successful. But name me one movie where he's the title star and that movie was a success.
Are you talking about The Rock?
The Rock.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean,
he's-
it's tough because I mean, if you look at the first couple he did after the Scorpion King, and then the Mummy Returns, which got it all started. He did what, the Rundown, and then he did Walking Tall and stuff. So I thought it was interesting. It's like, okay, The Rock is in this movie called The Rundown with what's his name from American Pie, and I'm thinking it'll be a good chance for him to break away and show us what he can do. And then he does the fucking rock bottom in the movie. I'm thinking, okay.
Have y'all ever seen The Ghost in the Darkness?
Yep.
Yeah.
About the Lions of Savo?
Yep.
Absolutely kick-ass movie.
That was a great movie.
The Lions of Savo, the man-eaters.
Well,
No,
I
I
love
love that.
Maui, but he wasn't. I mean, he was top billing, but it wasn't like he was leading the movie on his own.
Mm-hmm.
But he was good at that.
The Saint, that's another great Val Kilmer movie where he
Yep.
plays all these different characters. And I can't remember what, but one of them is responsible for Lars, because Lars and Sven, because he's like, oh, look at this, it's so wonderful, and the portrait and the composure. And you're like,
Oh,
yeah.
I like the big hard wood frame. It's so stiff and rigid. It makes me very excited. It's not even Christmas time, but I have a Yule log waiting for you.
Oh my god!
Welcome to your new Friday, everybody. I'm out. I'll see y'all later.
Saint Arwen,
I know. I need to see it.
you haven't seen it?
No, not
Oh, my.
yet. Not yet. I'm working through my list of shit. But ever since you were like, that's you as a dude, she was a villain. I'm like,
Elizabeth, she was good in that movie too.
Yeah,
And
she was.
looking fine back then.
Dave,
Yes,
Bob,
she
did you ever
was.
see her in Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage?
Yep.
Yeah. You remember the tequila scene on the patio?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the babysitter or whatever.
Oh my god.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're
Culture
going back
loves
ways.
showgirls. For anybody who doesn't know, Culture loves showgirls. Go on Culture's channel, go on his chat, and mention showgirls. He will not shut up about it. He will talk about that movie. He loves that movie.
Well, all right then.
Okay, Jesse.
To
Yeah.
each his own.
That's
Oh.
like Culture's favorite movie of all time.
Wow. Hey, I'm not here to judge. It's just
Like
a very
the
odd
fires,
choice.
light the fires in that U-log.
yeah, it is.
Friction.
Oh,
Friction.
ooh. I seek some more friction.
We're going to rub two sticks together to get the fire lit.
Just be careful with them sticks because I like to use them to hit myself until I achieve climax.
Uh-oh.
When you rub them fast, the sparks happen.
It rubs the sticks against their skin, or else it gets my hose again.
Oh my god!
Cotton. That explains a lot about Culture.
Right? I was thinking
Oh,
the
wow.
same thing. I'm like, of all the movies I could have chosen, Great Expectations for him. Whatever else. Showgirls would not have been in my top 10 for Culture, but hey, let your
That was
flag fly, Culture.
Yeah.
Hey, so I've got the ultimate box Blu-ray set for Waterworld. Dude, that the uncut, like, it's got all the stuff they put in the television version and the unedited stuff and the original movie. That is once you add all that shit back in there, it actually makes sense. And you're like, okay, I get it. I get all this other shit.
Thank
It's a
God.
much better movie.
Thank God.
So if you can get, I do believe it's the Arrowverse or Arrow, whatever, it's a multi Blu-ray set, and it looks like a book. It looks like a damn book. That's the best copy to get. I fought for that son of a bitch. I had to fend people off just to get that out of the fucking store. I was like, you are coming home with me. That's the last copy, you son of a bitch. Come here. No, F you. Throw it in
I'll
my
tell you what.
saddlebag and off I went.
Saddlebags. You know what? Speaking of guilty pleasures, actually, to get a little bit back on topic, I want to give a shout out to the Batman Forever soundtrack. I mean, that was a kick-ass soundtrack. I mean,
Kiss by Rose.
well, you know, okay, you know what? Say what
it
you will.
doesn't even play in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it played during the credits. But
Now
hey, you know
our
what?
roses in bloom, but we're not in the movie to hear because we never played the damn song in the movie, only in the credits. Whatever.
And yet it still went
Fuck
on
that
to win.
soundtrack.
It was okay. Loki don't like the soundtrack. All right.
Come
Well, I've
still
said my
That's
piece.
probably
cool.
one
Still
soundtrack
cool.
vinyl he doesn't have.
I bet she's looking for it now, though.
No.
I'm gonna
No,
get
thank
it
you.
just to shove it in his face.
Seal sucks. Yeah, just saying thank you. Thank you, Cotton. Thank you. It's just as bad as Brian Adams. It's just as
fuck
bad
you,
as
Loki,
Brian.
fuck you. You do not come after Brian Adams. He gives he gave one of the best damn concerts I'd ever seen. And the only reason I went is because my best friend, we gotta go see him, Brian. We gotta go see. I was like, all right, fine, I get out of the house. It rocked. Oh my god, I was shocked. I
Uh-oh,
was
Loki's
shocked.
looking
Yeah,
something up now.
I'm sold out now. Sorry, Brian Adams does actually rock out in a concert.
And everything I do it because I'm constipated. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Randy Savage.
Fuck that. God, I hate that song. I hate that song. And I grew up, I should be like one of the generation that's like, everything I do it for you. No, because it's constipated.
No, it was
I hated
Arlen's
that.
wedding song. So up yours, big time.
No one willingly listens to Brian Adams except for
Hold on.
Arwen, apparly. Was
I mean,
that
I don't
really?
listen to him,
was-
but I have.
The only time you listen to him is
Yeah.
like when you got Rick rolled.
Was that really the song that y'all danced to at your wedding?
Yes, I danced
Aw.
to the unforgettable version of what that Natalie Cole that she recorded that they put together with her dad, Nat King Cole. I danced to with my dad on that song, and then he handed me to my husband when that was over, and we did the Brian Adams song, which I really don't care. Y'all can hate Brian Adams, I don't give a shit. But yeah, he rocks it at concert. I was shocked. I was shocked.
I just need
here
to.
I'm this is like Arwen's like top
need-
tier, and I'm shitting
I
on it.
don't care. I don't care. Loki, I
Well,
don't care.
there's no
You are
love
fine.
like your love. Yeah,
Although
well,
Don't.
I didn't.
Don't.
There were some
Mm-mm.
songs of his I do not care for, but I cherry pick them. Let's put it that way.
got
I
my
cherry
first
pick 'em.
real six string. About it at the 5. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna set the record straight here. I'm gonna set the record straight here. Canada has apologized profusely for the existence of Brian Adams. I'm just throwing that out.
I don't know why he made y'all's asses a lot of money. So I don't know why you're apologizing.
We ain't
for
seen a
him.
goddamn cent of
You
it.
don't know that.
Everything I
You don't know
I
do.
do it for you.
Everybody was listening to that. Everybody
Oh my
was making out to that.
Yeah.
Everybody was and I was just like, I am so. I mean, literally, I was probably in like 6th or 7th grade, and even then, I was like, I am so fucking over this.
There was
The very best Canadian export as far as music, other than
Blues Brothers.
Rush.
yeah, but also Rush.
Thank you, Dave.
I
Bob.
knew-
Thank
I
you.
knew
Monday
that was coming.
warrior, mean stride.
Yeah.
Mm, so
There was a time way back, like Loki in grade school. Our class had a talent show or some shit, and there was some guy, bless his heart, came up on the auditorium stage and sang the karaoke version of that Brian Adams song. Fucker was getting into it too. He's like, "Ooh yeah."
I bet.
Because then it got to that part where it's just like that, slow tempo instrumental portion. Then he's just kind of pacing back and forth on stage, like, oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, when that song came out. Oh
We'll
my God.
always
all
love you.
Oh, jeez.
Jennifer
For the
Rush
record,
did the
that
original
too.
song in the 80s, and she actually Love You, Whitney, but Jennifer Rush actually did it better. She did the original version of it, and it was so good.
So she did the original.
Y'all
and
are
then
triggering me with your sissy music.
Yeah.
and then did
I don't
Dolly
like
Parton
Bryan Adams.
did Dolly Parton cover that, and then Whitney Houston covered the cover? Is that how it went?
Well, hang on. Now that's that's right, because Dolly Parton did it for Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Yes, she did.
And I don't know what came out first, her version or Jennifer Rush's version. But they did it long before Whitney Houston did
Well,
it. Whitney
in-
made it the most famous, probably.
In the movie, there is a jukebox in Kevin Costner's house that Whitney Houston messes with. That is where you hear the song by Dolly Parton.
Okay.
And that is what she hears, that she turns around and does like a redo of, because she hears that song in his apartment or house or basement or wherever the hell she is.
Yeah.
Is why she does that song. But it is the Dolly Parton version that she listens to.
The Dolly Parton
Unfortunately,
version. Okay.
my parents watched that movie so many effing times that I can't forget that stupid shit. So it's just
I think I saw that movie a total of 0 times. I never watched it.
So yesterday, before we get out of here, yesterday Eris comes up to me and she's got her phone out and she goes, "Who is this?" And she's watching Young Sheldon or some stupid shit like that. And I'm like, "Oh, that's Reba McEntire." And she goes, "Who?" And I'm like, damn.
Oh no.
Oh damn.
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
like,
Here
oh
we
yeah.
go.
I'm like, I know you know her. No, I don't. I said she's in Tremors. And she goes, "No, she isn't." And I'm like, I'm sitting
You didn't
right
even
over there.
get penetration with the elephant
And
gun.
that's exactly what I pulled up. Was it she? And she goes, "Oh my God, I've seen that movie like 12 times." And I said, "That's Reba McEntire."
She
He was
sang
the
that
singer,
damn song
actress.
during
She's
the
done
end credits.
everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Reba.
She had her own goddamn TV show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Reba.
Reba.
She does. She just doesn't. It's like she didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
She goes, "How the fuck do you know all the?" I said, "I don't forget this shit. I see it and hear it, and then it's stuck in there forever. God help me."
Yep.
Sometimes I'll forget names. Names are the worst. I'm the worst with names. But normally,
I do a lot of that. Oh, what's his name, or what's her name?
Yeah, what's her name and what's his name?
Yeah.
I
He
can
was
hear
in
that.
Yeah, he was in that movie with that woman that was married to that guy. Yeah, him.
That's me sometimes because I just can't. It's like the damn. Now I can't think of the name of it. Tetris blocks won't align in the morning just the right way, and it's like, no, you don't have access to that information right now. Yeah, I'm getting old,
Dave.
and it sucks. I cannot let you do that, Dave.
Crap! I can't. If I have the remote in my hand and I get up and do something, it takes me 20 minutes to find it afterwards.
And you still have it in your hand.
Yeah.
yes.
I swear that is a real world phenomenon, because I can't tell you how many times I've put the remote down somewhere and then I'm looking for it for half an hour.
Have you
Just
seen the
straight up
remote?
disappeared.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why we.
I had it in my pocket the other day. My freaking pocket. I was looking all over for it.
Reba was my ex-wife's favorite. I can't listen to that shit kicking inbred crap. I'm right there with you, brother.
I sense some hostility.
It's got to be like good, the bad, and the ugly shit for me to listen to. It's got to be something like out of a movie. Or I can't. It doesn't work. The rodeo shit kicking, rodeo circuit singers. I just can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not a big country fan. Just in general. I mean, no shade to them. No shade to the artists. I mean,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it just
And yes, there will be a late show tonight. So we'll be hanging out tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time for your viewing enjoyment as we end the week. So, yes.
ending the week, but kicking off the weekend.
Oh yeah.
My mom put her glasses in the freezer. My mom put her smokes in there. She leave
Well,
her
it keeps
cigarettes in the freezer.
Keeps them fresh longer.
No, it doesn't. It dries them out.
Was
and
that
makes
a
them
myth?
nasty.
Oh, everything
Yes,
I
it
know
was.
is wrong.
It dries them out and makes them nasty. So if you think like, okay, did you ever get a pack of cigarettes out of like a cigarette dispenser that'd been there for like a decade? You have no idea. It's like you get the pack out of the cigarette
Ugh.
machine and it's got like dust on it, and you're like, fuck it, I need to smoke anyway, right? And you're like, and you just cough for like 10 minutes. That's what happens when
without even lighting it up, and then it's not a puff of smoke.
That thing
comes
is
out,
so
it's just
dry. And it
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
It kills your lungs. That's what keeping your cigarettes in the freezer does. It makes them harsh. Don't do that.
Well, the more you know.
Right?
Just don't smoke. That's the better option, ladies and gentlemen. Do not smoke. If you're gonna smoke anything, I mean, shit. Anyway,
You should just stick with the big fat ganja, man.
the green, the green.
Fuck with your brain, not your lungs.
I wonder if
Do
that
it the
thing's still
island
out
way.
here. I don't know what
Oh,
happened to
is
it.
Loki
Isn't it
gonna start
funny that, like,
hotboxing?
someone sends me a joint
Something.
and now I can't find it. I wonder if Ashley ran off with it.
See, it disappeared like his TV remote. It's in your pocket. Check your pocket.
Who knows? No,
Oh
but
my
someone sent
God.
me a damn joint. I showed it on screen the other day.
If anyone here in chat is responsible for sending him the joint, please raise your
The
hand.
joint.
Oh, I know who's responsible. I know who sent it. I'm just like, dude, I don't. Will you? And they were like, will you hang out with Snow and all them? I'm like, yeah, but I don't smoke weed. And no shit to anybody who does. I will become absolutely an unproductive motherfucker. Okay, that is my problem. Okay, that is my cross to bear. Guess what? I can't do something that I actually enjoy, because I really do enjoy like sitting back and just taking a puff every once in a while. The problem is I become an absolutely worthless like human being who won't do anything but sit around and do more.
Harwin has no problem with the gummies.
Not at all.
I've got a can of
Not at all.
Loki infused ganja water in there that is put up just for Arwen for whenever her and Arlena decide to get their asses here.
Woo! Road trip.
It's
Hell yeah.
just for her. So, and this was something that I just got for walking by this store. Hey, you want one of these, buddy? I'm like, okay. So no shit to anybody that does it. Like, I know Cotton does it. He's like, I'm smoking right now, motherfucker. He's in back.
Wake and bake? No
Wake and
kidding. Oh
bakes
my
are
god.
great when you got nothing to do and your little chores and everything's done. Oh hell yeah. They
I
can be
wouldn't know.
Penny and
Wouldn't
Penny's
know.
like, joint equals nap time.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't. If I go down that road forever, will it dominate my destiny as it did before?
Oh yeah.
Bad news bears.
Honestly, I've smoked a little bit of that stuff maybe 4 or 5 times in my life. I just never really saw the appeal or got anything out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's what because the THC Delta water or whatever the hell, it's like a soda, but it's infused with THC and it's supposed to be like a Sprite. So the Loki whatever that I've got in
Sounds
there, it's
good.
supposed to be like a Sprite, infused salsa water Sprite with lemon and lime. But it's
Sounds
got THC
holistic.
and Delta something in it.
It does. See, yay! It's holistic. It's natural. I can't wait.
I mean, I
You
I
poor
tried-
unfortunate soul.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried the Mary Jane back in the day too. I got high maybe once or twice, but I mean, realistically, it just never appealed to me. And there were a couple times when I just didn't like how it made me feel, and then after that, that was it. That was my
You didn't smoke the good shit. You smoked the bad shit.
It was probably the bad shit.
You smoked
yeah,
if you smoked the good shit, you smoked like the hydroponic water grown. You're like, I've been feeling fine, baby. It's been so long.
Back in the 70s and the early 80s, I had some friends that got a hold of that stuff, and they got fucking paranoid as shit.
Okay, see, that's the bad stuff.
Yeah.
That's the skunky bad shit that
It will
isn't
make you paranoid.
Yeah. What you need is like the hydroponically infused 31 genetic strain flavor shit that is like, no, this is pure design to make you feel good, not give you the I want to freak out and everybody's watching me or anything like that.
I will say on the walk home from getting rocked that night, I don't know. I don't remember how I got home. I think I hopped on a bus because I sure as hell wasn't driving anywhere. I had if you remember what these are, kids, portable CD players. I had mine in my pocket, and I don't remember what I was listening to, but man, it sounded damn incredible. That was an experience. I remember.
Sounds like you might have took a hit of acid accidentally.
I just remember walking the straight long sidewalk to where I lived with my parents, and I was just walking with my mouth open because I'd never heard shit like that before. I was having a religious eye-opening experience. It was pretty wild, but that was a one-time.
Cotton, that's what I used to do, was before I'd go to the store, before I'd deal with people, because man, I couldn't go through Walmart without wanting to beat the shit out of somebody. I know now
that's every day.
I know now that it's like, their anxieties and all kinds of shit. But back then it was like, if I was in a crowd of people, I wanted to beat the shit out of somebody to get out of that crowd. Wow. So that helped back then. But then it just got to the point where it was all the time. You wake up, you do it, you're doing it before you go to sleep. Hell, there are times I woke up that I was like, my bowl's on me, and I'm like, on the couch, and that fucking, I'm not shitting you. That damn song from the original Punisher, that one that guy with the guitar things, that was on the DVD menu. And I woke up and it was playing, and I was like,
just on the loop.
It's on the loop. I fall back asleep. I wake up in the morning, shit's still playing, and I'm like, why do I got weed all over me? Oh, I fell asleep with the bowl sitting there.
Better not waste it. Get me a rolling paper.
No, I didn't. No, none of that. It was all.
I gotta go. I need to roll another cigarette. I'll be on.
Okay,
Skype.
we're not starting with that. We're going. We're going. We will be on later tonight for the weekend review. Is there anything anybody wants to promote? I know R1's got something for Backtube.
Yes, Backtube tonight. Let's see. Eris is tomorrow, I believe.
Eris is tomorrow. And she's using my damn account to do art because.
Let's see. And then Sugar Spice next Tuesday.
All right.
So yeah, that brings it. And then back here next Friday. So that brings it a full week.
Hey Bob, you got anything you give me on the late show tonight?
Depends on if I'm awake.
And pissed. Guys, I wake up in the middle of the night just to check X sometimes and see what Dave Bob's doing in the middle of the night. Oh, 5 minutes ago, all the Democrats in the world can go fuck themselves. They absolutely suck. And you're like, yep, Dave Bob's up and he's been drinking and he's pissed. Guys, we're getting out of here. God bless America. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a great Friday, everybody.
Mwah! Bye.
Teabags.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.